That was a little creepy looking, actually. I realize now that me just, like, coming out of a dark hallway might be a little bit frightening, but how's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? Let's get a little bit more comfortable. Hey, it's been a while, I think. By I think, I mean, I know it's been like 3 months. Sorry, my chair is like... I got it from a Goodwill in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, so it's just kind of loud. Anyways, I've been through a lot. It's been a chaotic year already. You're saying to yourself, it's barely March. Yeah, it was a chaotic end of the last year, so I kind of dipped off from posting. And then the beginning of the year started and I went, yay, new year, new me. No, new year, same me, same problems. Worse problems for a little while there. We'll get into some fun little story times. Quick little wrap up before we jump into today's episode of the Barbie series. Went through a breakup. Yeesh. Big yeesh, big yikes in the chat for that one. Had been coming for a few months there, towards the end. Still wasn't a good time for anybody involved. You know, things ended peacefully, so that's good. We entered into another situation. Is anybody shocked? Let's all hold our gasps. No one saw that coming. Everybody saw that coming. Actually, I don't think we can call it a situationship. I think we can call it delusionship. I think we can call it me losing my mind for 2 months. Like, that ended, and 2 days later, I took my cat to the ER. That's why we're having a sit-down episode. My cat's fine. Well, she's not fine, actually. That was the news, is that she's not fine. But her legs are failing her. We won't get into that because I will cry, you will cry, it's not fun. But the GoFundMe will be down in the description if you feel inclined. So big changes in H's life, and basically just didn't have time to focus on anything other than trying to stay alive. So I've been doing that recently, staying alive. How's everybody else doing? How's everybody else's year going so far? Better than mine, I sincerely hope. But you know what we do when we're in a state? We get back to the sewing machine and we continue with the fashion show that we have been planning for an entire year. But considering I took like 4 months off, we're a little behind. So you know what we're gonna do? Really get down to actual business here. Now, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I'm sorry that there's such a long life recap at the beginning of it. But the Barbie series made me want to be a fashion designer was a video game that I played when I was a small child called Barbie Fashion Show CD-ROM. Made a whole video describing my process and the first mini fashion show that I had, and I will put it, oh my god, right there. Isn't that, the magic of editing is insane, isn't it? Please go watch that. Please go support this whole series. But basically, it's a video game that made me want to be a fashion designer, and now I make clothes inside of the game and make them in real life. For this episode, we're getting back into it. You know what else we're getting into? Spring. You know what's been on my mind recently? All the girlies on Pinterest wearing boxer short outfits. I want some, but you know what I'm not gonna buy? Boxer shorts. Because they're not good enough for me. And because I can make them. So I said, you know what we're doing? We're adding boxer shorts to this collection because the girlies want it and I'm gonna give it to them. Except I'm gonna give it cuter, and I'm gonna give it sustainable, and I'm gonna give it with vintage lace on it. Because I can. Because I can and because I want to. If you've seen these videos before, you know how this is gonna go. We're gonna jump right into me showing you how I made it, showing you me making it in the game, and then showing you what the final product is. And while we do that, I'm gonna tell you a little story time. So strap in, get a coffee, get a snack, get absolutely ready, because I have a lot to say, and I never really shut up. And I'm probably going to spend the next 10 minutes telling you a really funny story that happened to me recently. Guys, so before we get into the, story time, let me just tell you what you'll be looking at. So first, this clip is of the game. If you haven't seen the series before, this is the actual video game itself. So I'm limited to, what shapes and fabrics and color schemes are in here. And then we just kind of build off that. So this is basically how I create a sketch. And then once this part is created, I will then take the fabrics I have in real life, or the clothing I have in real life, and repurpose it to create this look. So yeah, that's what you're looking at. Now it's time to switch into absolute yapping mode. So the problem with having a dramatic life, especially a dramatic life as of recent, is that these stories include people that might still be in my life in some capacity. Unfortunately for some, can't get away quite yet. So I
I can't talk about everything, and that's so infuriating because there's so many things that, like, you know, when you look back on a story and you're like, oh my god, that was so funny. At the time, absolutely not. Looking back, hilarious. I have so many of those. And unfortunately, I don't want anyone to be mad at me. Oh, look at me sew. Girl, cut that fabric. So I'm limited to things that I, like, can discuss as long as I take out a lot of information, and or slightly alter it to protect the innocent, if you will. So we're actually going to talk about a story that doesn't entirely involve me and is just kind of funny. A friend of mine recently, like, started seeing this guy. She had met him at an event. They went on a date together, and then she came to me and was like, oh my god, I really want you to meet this guy. It's important to me. Something to note about me. Visceral man-hater. So, like, not always going to be a good thing for me to meet the man of your dreams, because I'll find all of his faults pretty immediately. But this one wasn't that hard. She took me to go meet him. He had some people over at his house. Go over to his house, start to try and have a conversation with this man. First of all, incredibly difficult to do so. The whole time, he's, like, talking to me. He's kind of talking through me, as if he's not really looking at me, and he's instead looking at my friend. You might think to yourself, romantic? No. It's about effort. You're meeting one of her friends. You put some effort in. You try. You really try, sir. Also, hideous outfit. There was a headband involved, a heather gray cardigan from, like, 2014. There was a jogger set. There was the dirtiest Adidas my eyes have ever laid upon. And it was just frightening all around. Super frightening. But, you know, I really tried. I tried to talk to this man and get to know him, but it was very difficult. He wasn't giving me a lot there. I was also kind of in a bad mood because I was on antibiotics and, like, couldn't even drink, and everyone around me was drinking, and I was like, god, guys. And it was not, like, a group of people to be sober with, so it was a problem. But we go to use the bathroom at one point, but too many people were in the hall bathroom, and he's like, well, you can use my bedroom bathroom. That's important to note. He welcomed us into his bedroom. He said, go on in. Okay? He opened the door, matter of fact. Guys, this man, he was a grown man, pushing 30. Twin-sized mattress with no sheets on it. I'm talking a broken dresser with the wood laying up against the wall. A desk chair, covered in items, and then at his desk was a broken patio chair in use as a desk chair. Now, I'm sorry, but at our grown age, we've got to invest in furniture that works, and we gotta keep our room clean. Especially if a girl we're trying to impress is coming over. What is going on, King? Oh my god, absolutely not. We go into his bathroom. Oh my god. As I'm standing there talking to my friend, I look down at my feet. I am standing on a dirty rag. It was so problematic, and the whole night I kept being like, what do you see in this man? Do you ever meet someone and you're just like, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what happened. My friend is beautiful, mature, capable, has their life together, you know, like, has all these plans for her future, and he is a man, and he is just here, and it is so disappointing. But somewhere in between the stained twin mattress and the dirty rag on the bathroom floor, I kind of just lost my mind. It was kind of the longest night of my life. When I eventually escaped, I just prayed to a god that I wasn't sure I believed in anymore to free her. And luckily, God did. She's not seeing him anymore. Thank God. And you know what else thank God for? This incredible 2-piece gingham set for my collection. The little hearts on the butts, I was going to make them pockets at first, but they're just appliques. The fabric was kind of really thin and flowy, and I felt like they would probably be best as appliques and didn't necessarily need pockets. But this is really fun to prance around in. I danced around my backyard to show you guys, and I had a fantastic time. So thanks so much for listening to me up.
Wow. This one turned out really fun. I've worn those shorts several times since I've made them. My friend took some really cool photos of me, actually, on, like, her digital camera that came out really fun. And I'll put them right. Magic of editing. Insane, isn't it? Insane. I've been wearing them to the park. They're really fun. They're really comfy. I made a red, like, gingham version and, like, another set just for me for spring, so I could have, like, a really comfy set to go to the park, like, lay out in the sun, read some books, lay in an Eno, have my little time. I literally went to, like, Goodwill bins and, like, a secondhand craft store that we have here, and have been fiending and scrounging for more fabric to make more stupid little shorts. So that's going to be pretty much everything that I own is going to be stupid little shorts, and I'm really excited about it. The top that I made along with it, I think it turned out pretty cute. It kind of comes off as like a little bralette, just a light spring little outfit. Pair it with a little sweater if it's a little chilly outside. You got yourself a look. To recap what's gonna be going on with me, I'm gonna try and get out some more videos. I've had so many ideas. I've made all these resolutions of all these different videos that I want to do, but like I said, I've had so much going on that it's like driving me actually physically insane. But I want to refocus on what's important to me, which is my career and making these videos. And I want to continue making them and continue being chaotic and continue sewing because it keeps me sane. And not a lot else out there keeps me sane. Be expecting some more videos from me. I know I said that last time. This time I mean it. Except please be patient with me because I might not mean it. I will be having the big Barbie show soon once I have a date nailed down with the venue, and you'll get to see all of the outfits in real life on a runway, and that'll be very exciting. But I'm gonna keep making this Barbie series probably after I continue with the show as well, just because it's like a fun reset for me, and because I think you guys enjoy it as well. So thanks so much, guys. Love you so much.